Pathway continues until you reach a large stone-cut door blocking your way forwards. For mine, this place seems well built up. Perhaps it will serve as a camp if war comes. We tried the door, and we try the door. It opens. The room. Oh, it's not locked. The room beyond is dirty with soot from the mines, so it could almost be a pit filled with night itself, with crystals in the rock for stars. In the far wall, you can just make out another door, leading deeper into the mine. But in the middle of the room is a table at which a large, filthy goblin is sitting. He raises his head as you enter and smells the air. Perhaps he is almost blind from so long underground. Your smell is strange, intruder. You not permitted here. I mean, we could draw our sword. I'm guessing he has like decent hearing. Maybe we can just talk with him. I choose my own way. Do you? Let me help you make your choice. He holds a large stone club. We could fight him, or maybe we can make him dance. You ever seen a blind goblin dance? No, we don't have a jig. Hell? Read minds. We do not have the ability to do that. Riz? Riz! We can cast Riz! I don't think we need to cast Riz. We can cast Zap. I don't think we need to do that either. Those are the only spells available to us. Yeah, we're just gonna fight. Ooh, this dude actually has stamina, but he is blind. I don't know if him being blind matters. We are going to defend. Ooh, so did he. Goblin beats his club into its open palm and paces toward you. You raise your sword to cover your body. He raises his club defensively. We're gonna defend again. Okay, nice. Stay low, just in time. The goblin raises its club above its head and attempts to crush you in a single blow. You are just in time to dodge to one side. You are mostly unhurt. He raises his club across his body defensively. Jab. Stealing your courage, you move in, aiming to trap the goblin against the cave wall, teasing him with a passing blow, wearing him down. He flicks your attack neatly away with his club. With only a light injury, he lifts his club across his body. That means he's going to do big attack. No, that means he's defending. He knocks the sword away, presses his club against his body. Okay. He lunges forward, he raises his club across his body. Okay, that just means he's defending. Smelling your fear, he stomps the ground with one enormous foot round. He's gonna attack us, but we have more ability to damage him. And now he's dead. One stamina lost. Decent dueling. One stamina loss is decent? Are you joking? Sword pierces through his neck and the club drops to the floor. The goblin defeated. There's nothing stopping you from moving forward. We search the room first. We always search. Because we can... I don't know if time is of any concern. Before you move on, you quickly scour the corners of the dark room in case there's any gold or weapons lying around. You find nothing. So you search the goblin. He's wearing a silver key on a chain around his neck. Got a silver key. Okay, that will probably help us save one stamina from having to cast a dop. Now we go forward. Time to see what more this mine has to offer. Further into the mine. Is there a way out of here? Are we gonna exit through all the way over there? I mean, if so, that's fine, right? Further into the mine. Open the door into pitch black passageway. I don't think we have any spells that'll help us here. Right? Far. See the future. Oh, that's cool. And then we have... we could create a force field. Hot. Hot. Hot's probably a... Oh, how? Find safe passage. That's actually probably... I don't know, I kinda like that. Sus. Sense danger. Sus or how? I think how. We're gonna do how. Best. Throw up the spell and consider both directions. Inside your mind, you begin to feel quite different as you face the door as when you face back into the room. The pitch black passage, even the mind, evokes only a hot sweat, but looking back makes you feel calm. It's telling us going forward is a bad idea. Let's do it. You push on into the depths of the mine. Dust falls from the low ceiling. Your hand moves over the precarious wooden beams that hold the walls from tumbling in. Then you stumble, a foot catching a support. The support cracks. A piece of rock the size of your head tumbles through a gap in the ceiling, narrowly missing your skull. A rain of stone and dust follows. The ceiling is coming apart. We go ahead. You're gripped by an insane idea, racing into the darkness of an unknown mine as the only exit is sealed off behind you. Do it! When suddenly you grasp your footfall, are we gonna die? You begin to drop. There can only be moments. We're gonna die. Let's see. Fall. That seems really useful. Can we cast a zap? Offer in air. Okay, sus probably doesn't do anything because we're already in danger. I think fall. We're gonna fall. Falling with style. Cast the spell and your fall is broken instantly. You float gently to the ground below, landing softly on your knees. The base of a pit. Well, we can't go back anymore. At some point we might want to pray because our stamina is kind of low. But I don't know. We'll just vibe for a bit. You pick yourself up and look around. You're at the base of a deep shaft. It's hard to be sure how far you've fallen, but the top is lost in darkness. Still, it's not pitch black down here. A chink of light penetrates from somewhere far away. A crack nearby, or a tunnel mouth a long way off. Not tell. Still go. Calmly and without delay, you start to walk towards the point of light. It gets larger but slowly, and your hopes lift with every step. It's definitely a way out. You can see sky beyond. Your hands are running along the tunnel walls to keep you straight. Then the ceiling comes down and you crawl for a few feet. Then you freeze. Your hand is resting on something furry. Gently grasp it. Reach out with a thinking that whatever it is at least small. Your grip closes on the thing. It's not warm. That's a good sign. It squashes easily, as if its bones had been turned to jelly. You pull it closer to yourself and realize you're holding a pair of fur boots. You laugh with relief and quickly scramble the rest of the way along the tunnel to the sunlight. It's an opening. Let's go fight the boots. Oh, we don't. Do we not get the? Do we have boots in our inventory? Borin skin boots. I don't know what it does. What does this silver key do? I don't know. I don't know what this key does. Anyway, this has been such a good journey so far. We're doing so well. We only had to cheat 5 times. Slight exaggeration. Climb out of the cave. It takes several hours, but it's worth every moment when you emerge into cool, fresh air once more. You've escaped with your life. Let's look at the boots and cats and boots and cats. Turn the boots over in your hands. You recognize the fur. It is borin skin. It will be very useful if you head through snowy climes. Time to get moving. Shut off once more, looking for a path to get your bearings in the trees. Well, I guess we go further on. Plus ultra. Path climbs again up to a low hill, covered with thick bushes and shrubs that snag at your clothing. Halfway up, you hear a sound. Twigs breaking. Well, I don't think we keep walking. I think we chill for a moment. You freeze as a large creature the size of a bear. It's probably some more boots. Emerges directly in front of you. It has black and white fur and a long bushy tail that trails out behind. It growls menacingly. We get it. Go around it or trying to attack. Let's see if we can try to edge around it. Perhaps if you're careful, you can slip around it. Wow, which way do we go? I don't know. This is a non-decision. Both choices are the same. You try to slip towards the bushes, but clearly something about you, or what you carry. It wants my boots! Attracts the beast's attention. It sniffs the air and then moves towards you, its sharp teeth on display. You'll not be able to avoid a confrontation. The creature is a skunk bear. When it raises its tail, it releases a nauseating odor. The smell that hangs around it is terrible. Can we cast a spell? Can we cast Jig? We don't have Jig. Nope. Law. Law lets us control it, but that uses so much stamina. Nap. Cause sleepiness. We can't do that. What's S gonna do? 6. Clone the caster. That would confuse it, at least. Sap. Cause depression. Lol. Okay. You launch a spell and the snarl on the face of the creature turns into a glum glower. It's still coming at you, but only half-heartedly, swiping with filed claws. Use all your sword. Well, it's instigating the fight, so we're gonna defend first. The miserable creature has 2 main weapons, its long claws and its terrible smell. You drop around a tree and raise your sword, ready to defend yourself. The skunk bear gives up a short way away from you, placed with its enormous paws. You chop it away, drawing thick blood. For a moment, it's close enough the terrible smell that hovers around it fills your nostrils. You retch, almost staggering. It moans and whines, standing up on its hind legs. That means it's gonna go for a big attack. Nice. You risk an attack. Rushing forward, you charge the skunk bear, meeting it as it tries a bold attack. It wallops the air with its thick tail. Well, I think we just need to deal 1 damage to it. So we're chilling. Flashing through the mud, you race into the skunk bear. Then your sword finds a soft place in the skunk bear's body. The beast roars and topples to the ground, quite dead. Aww. Wipe the sword clean. This is really annoying that it keeps dying. I don't know what to do about it. I'm sorry. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully this won't happen in the future, but it's just happening now. Oh, it's been half an hour since it happened at least. But it's annoying. Anyway, we'll just continue. We killed it, but we didn't get anything, I guess. We go to Kristatanti. Sun is now just past its zenith and everywhere. A dusty heat rises from the baked earth. You're worn out, almost to the point of physical collapse. You need food and rest, and no more trouble. Today has been too punishing already. Begin to think about where you stay for the night. Another night sleeping out in the open would be best avoided. But then you see a small village set into the hill. We can move on or look at it. Smoke rises from the stacks. The houses are well set with stone at their bases and thatched roofs of grasses and thick leaves. There is unusually more than just the one street running through the center of town, but it is as though the place, once rich, has had its heart scooped away. Litter surrounds the buildings, and on the edge of the village are rows and rows of empty, abandoned houses. You continue your slow trudge along the path. We could ditch the village or go. We're gonna go in the village. You walk in the village. Young hill dwellers pass you and stare at your strange clothes. We look at the people. Their own attire is rough by comparison to your gear. They wear their hair long but piled up on their heads. These people are ghastly poor. The village is like a ghost town. You're on the knife edge of the backlands. Talk in an alehouse or rest in an inn. Let's go to the alehouse and maybe get some info. Cool. Walking up a single road, you quickly find a hut with its front covering pulled wide open and the smell of brewed beer coming from inside. You go in. Several hill dwellers are here, talking gruffly. When you enter, they watch with an understandable caution. The owner of the hut comes over to you. Welcome to Kristatanti, he declares. What do you want? Ignore him. We'll greet him. Elephant! Ancient creature, slow and sure of foot, who never chooses to be brave when being steadfast will suffice. Being polite makes us not brave. An evening's rest and a drink to wet my throat, you reply. Here's one gold piece. Please sit. We go over to the table where the hill dwellers are. We could sit with the old man or the young man. Okay, time to sit with the boomer instead of the zoomer. Turn your attention to the oldest man at the table. Whatever face he once had is lost in a labyrinth of wrinkles. His skin is the color of a tanned hide from a lifetime in the beating sun. Hello there, boomer. Greetings, old man. He raises his mug and salute. Stranger. His face is gravelly, like the dusty dirt that lines the streets of the town. Where are you from? It doesn't matter. You telling me it doesn't? He agrees. You telling me it doesn't? Your accent is Analand, and so's your boots, your pack, your sword. He clicks his tongue in appreciation. Not many has crossed the Cantapani gate in either direction, if you know what I'm saying. I understand. He grins and he picks his teeth with a fingernail. They say there's war coming, something to do with the crown. A crown? I'm gonna pretend like I don't know anything. Ask cautiously. The crown of kings. They say it's how a leader leads. Without the crown on your head, no one will follow you. The crown can raise an army from the farmyard, command a population, walk into the sea. He shakes his head. Sounds like a bad idea if you ask me. But if someone's got where, I'd rather they were an Anlan than Mampang. You sip your beer. The old man exchanges glances with the younger man sitting opposite. I'll ask him about the area. Can he tell me something about the region? British Tonti, certainly. I'll tell you that round here we're always glad to help out strangers. I think you're a crazy old man. Beyond Cristanti there are two paths. One takes you past Aliana's home, and you'll need your wits about you if she's there. The other leads you up to the hills and to Liaki, domain of the Great Ones. Either way you choose, or you have luck of Sindla on your journey. I don't need your gods, I have my own. I have my elephant in my corner. Who's Sindla? Yo, we get 1 stamina. Wait. Pay him with a gem? Holy crap, does that only work if we have no money? God of hopeless causes. Crowd in the inn is starting to thin out. You finish your beer with a single draught and get to your feet. You make to leave the inn. The owner stops holding out his hand. I'll pay him. Yeah, I don't want to be a jerk. Pay him. Step out on the street, trying to decide what to do next. And you realize the old man has joined you once more. He grabs your shoulders and presses a fruit in your hand. Bomba. He clears through fermented bread. I grow them myself. Good for the stomach. Pats your belly and walks away, swaying slightly. Aw. Thanks, old man. Hopefully it's good. We'll look at it. Turn the old man's gift over in your hands. It's a thick, rind fruit that keeps well and will be highly nourishing when you decide to eat it. Its only drawback is its incredible weight. Now evening and time to sleep. Oh, thanks, guy. We didn't get an opportunity to talk with the Zoomer. But this was he was a nice old man. He gave us like a fruit that he grew on his own. Now evening and time to sleep. And we got 1 stamina for drinking beer, I guess. That's worth it. Sleep outside or find an inn. Yeah, we're gonna sleep in town. Stop a passerby and ask for an inn. They lead you there directly. Oh, that's nice. The woman who runs the place stands in the doorway with her arms folded. Are you from the king? She demands. I'm on a mission for the king. Do I want to say I'm from the king, or am I just traveling? It depends on whether or not she likes the king. I mean, if this town's not getting any support from the king, I'm guessing she doesn't like it. But if we say we're from the king, then she might be obliged just to give us free housing. I'm gonna say I'm a traveler. No, I'm a mere traveler. The woman narrows her eyes at you. This is a guest house. The best in Cristatonti. Only guests stay. And any guest of mine knows it costs me 3 gold pieces to host a man overnight and 2 to feed him. But it's all between friends. Okay. I mean, yeah, rations in the beginning area cost 2 gold each. So this is fine. Let's eat first, because we have not eaten today. Right? I don't think. No, we haven't. Let's eat first. Need to eat first. Food's just being served. The woman steps aside and you go inside and sit down. A few minutes later, her husband appears with a steaming pot of skunk bear stew. Is this from the skunk bear we killed earlier? Oh, they're feeding us roadkill. As you eat, you can't but help but remember the terrible smelling beast dead on the path, and the thought makes you gag. You wolf it down all the same and leave your coins on the table. You want a room as well? The woman asks. Yeah, thank you. The woman shows you the way upstairs to a room. There are 3 other guests already staying and asleep, so you settle quickly. The bed is not clean, but it's comfortable, and after a long day, and on all its narrow escapes, you're grateful beyond measure for the rest. We did not. Wait, can I heal up before we? We're gonna heal before we wake up. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Your dreams are vivid once again. You are walking aimlessly. The hills moving up and down under your feet like a rippling sea. Every step exhausts you, but no step moves you forward. Meanwhile, a tall black creature strides toward you, wreathed in a foul-smelling smoke, and in the distance, a deep voice is booming with laughter. The long, cruel fingers of one hand are curled around the metal frame of a crown, and with the other, he beckons you forward, as if into a trap. Beyond Cristatonti. Okay, let's check out our stuff. We have Bomba and 2 rations. And then we have 2 emeralds. Yeah, we could have paid with emeralds. I feel like that would have been such a huge waste. But if we didn't have money, then I guess we would have had to do that. We also have the silver key that I have no idea what it will go to. If I had to guess, we would have already asked what it would go to. Because I'm guessing it would have went to the mine somewhere, but perhaps not. Anyway, I think we're vibing. I think we're doing a really good job so far. Beyond Cristatonti. You wake early and sit for a moment, in no great hurry to leave the village. This is now the 3rd day of your journey, and the muscles in your legs are feeling lean and strong from so much walking. Spend a short while enjoying the peace, then hurriedly collect your possessions and set off along the path. Cristatonti is surrounded by several miles of fields. It sits in a well-protected ring of hills and is close enough to the river to be reasonably prosperous. If you follow the path between lines of sun-baked crops, you come to a fork in the road. The right-hand way leads past a set of outbuildings, where the left hand heads directly off into deep woodland. Between buildings or into the woods. Dumpus! We could go to Dumpus. We could either go to the ruins or go to Dumpus. Well, I mean, the ruins loop back down into Dumpus, right? It's just a matter of how much time we want to spend traveling. I mean, our goal is to go to Kare, right? I mean, we could... I'm guessing if we go up to the ruins, to Liaki. I forget what the old man said about which direction to go. He said either way it was difficult. Oh, is this the house of the... Did he call her like a sorceress? And it's like, best be careful of her. So I'm guessing if we go up through Liaki and then into Dumpus, then we can't go to the sorcerer's house. But the ruins could be cool because they're ruins, and they could have artifacts that we could take and let us cast spells. And then I'm guessing that there's a shortcut path that you could go to the mountain. Wait, but then you have to go across a river, and that seems like a huge pain. I don't want to do that. But either way, we want to go to Dumpus. We'll go left. Into the woods. Meow. Can we ask? Spirit is far from you now. I must wait until they return for further aid. Maybe I shouldn't have called on them before I went to bed. Now we're fine. Your journey is too important to slow down by talking to locals. You must pass unseen, so you disappear into the jungle of tall trees. For a short while, the sun is feverish, and then you are between the trees once more, and everything becomes cool and still. You walk for several hours uneventfully. This is a land that was never settled or explored, and very few travel this way. In places, bushes and shrubs. Okay. Well, we go to the fork. Someone has thought to make a sign, perhaps to a guide, or perhaps as a warning. The way to the right is marked Dumpus. Left turn for Aliana. Name you remember from the man in Cristofonte told you. The other way seems the better trod. You'll have to choose. I mean, going here is like a dead end, but, but, seems like fun. So we'll go. Path winds between trees and that get greener and more lush. You must be closer to the river here. Well, you cannot hear the water. After about half an hour's walk through dappled shade, across a well-built hut, flowers decorated its walls, and the door has been painted with ornate designs. The path ends here. We look around and then we'll knock. Form a swift circuit around the hut, but find nothing unusual or concerning. It seems to be what it is, a hut, set by itself deep in the forest. For someone to survive out here on their own, surrounded by beasts of the jungle, must be quite powerful. We knock. Dolphin! Findle! Quick and carefree, the dolphin is happy to leap and skim its way through the world. He is brave, but not rash. Aww. You approach the door and knock. There is no reply. We open the door like a fool. You push the door open and stride inside. I feel like this is a mistake, but who cares? The hut is neatly laid out. You detect the touch of a fastidious woman. Chairs are set around a table as if for guests. A mattress lies on one corner, and a large kitchen area indicates that whoever lives here, they are fond of cooking. So we can either steal from who's presumably a sorceress, which seems like a bad idea, or we can ask if they're home. Maybe they're just taking a nap. Hello, is anybody here? That's my voice. To your surprise, that voice answers quickly. Who's there? Who's that? I warn you, I'm armed. I don't think we ignore it. I think we just find them. I mean, that's the point. We're here to just talk. Looking into a corner hidden by a large cupboard, you see a cage in which a young woman is imprisoned. Good stranger, she pleads, let me out of this cage. I beg you. Is this Aliana? Or is Aliana holding this person captive? Let's ask. Move over to the cage, quite shocked. What happened to you? Oh, good stranger. I've been locked up here for 2 days. Those elvins that did it. Those mischievous, prankful elvins. Please, you must help me. I've not eaten, and they left me here. Or I can see all my cooking things, but cannot reach them. I let you go, what do I get? I mean, I guess we're presuming that she's telling the truth because we don't have an option to just abandon her. Try an item, break the lock. Let's see if we try beeswax. We try the silver key. Purchase small, I put the key away. Try an item from your pack. We could... I think we use magic. You should be grateful I waste my strength on you. Wow, I sound like a jerk. Time to cast Zap and turn her into a crisp. I'm not doing that. I'm not like that mean. Wait, are we gonna cast Riz? We're gonna. Oh, what does? We're just gonna cast Stop real quick and hope it works. Cast the spell over the lock and begins to shiver like a small beetle. It hums and clicks as the tumblers turn and work. Then finally, it snaps open, drops to the floor. Wait a second. The woman claps her hands in flight. At the door opens, she rushes out and throws her arms around you, before backing off a pace and trying to regain her composure. Stranger, she goes, I'm in your debt. Aliana will reward you. Wait, did she just refer to herself in the third person? Will you take an aid in combat or mastery of magic? I need no reward beyond a kiss. Do we go simp mode? I mean, combat buff seems nice, but magic buff also seems nice. Yo, is she giving us swag? She rushes over to a wall and opens a panel you had not seen before. Takes out a small box, which she places in your hands with a smile. No tricks, She says, all these things will aid you if you know how they are meant to be used. Dude, this is like Pandora's box or something, and it's gonna just like send like anthrax into her lungs. Then I'm gonna be sad. We open it. You flip open the box. It contains a small vial of glue, a pair of strange-looking nose plugs, and 4 small pebbles. Pocket them and give back the empty box. Awesome. Pocket them and give back the empty. Oh, nice. Okay, we got magic swag. This is great. You know, she likes to cook, okay? And so we could ask to be fed, which is like kind of presumptuous, but like she hasn't eaten in 2 days, so she's probably gonna make food, and she likes to cook, and sometimes it's nice just to like cook for other people. So we're gonna give her an excuse to like make good food. Okay? So we're gonna ask to be fed. Perhaps before I go, I may eat with you if you can feed me. I have not had anything. Okay, we're gonna share food with her. In case oh, just so we can be nice. Oh, we can share the Bamba fruit. Would you share my food with me? We're entering ultimate simp mode. She nods vigorously, and the two of you settle down to the table. It is a mockery of a family feast, as you carefully divide a quantity of your cheese and bread, trying hard not to lose any morsels into the cracks in the wood. She eats ravenously, as do you, and finally you stand. I must be on my way. I have many more miles to cover. Of course, please before you go. She holds something out. It's a small bag of gold coins. I mean, we need money. We did just like share food with her. And we saved her life. Although she did give us like a magic box. We take the money. 7 gold! You snatch the bag from her. There are 7 gold pieces inside. And one more thing, she says. Moving around the table, she leans up to you and pecks you on the cheek, whispering, I am Aliana the Witch. I have killed a good many men with my sorcery, but I choose not to kill you today. Go in peace. Then she steps back, and her face is as soft and peaceful as it ever was. Did you imagine her words? Almost certainly not. Time then to leave. Step quickly outside. You retrace your steps to the last junction, where you turn to take the path to Dumpus. Yeah, I mean, that was... Oh no, I'm really enjoying this, but it's... I don't know, it stinks. We shared our food. At least sharing food only shared 1 meal and not 2. But man, I'm... Like, I don't know, if it keeps cutting out, I don't know what to do about it. We're just gonna review what we have. We have glue and nose plugs. We got 4 pebbles. I mean, okay, 4 pebbles. Are you joking me? We can just find that on the road. Let's look at our book real quick and see what things we can cast. Vial of glue. Casting spell on a vial of glue will cause the glue to become super sticky. Sufficient to stick creature to the floor. Or to walls by throwing the vial at a creature's feet or by resting on top of a door so that it falls and the door would open. So we just turn glue into super glue. We have Howl, we have Duck. Medicinal potion. Well, when the spell is active, heal any creature who drinks them. The potions may be used by the caster, but will not bring a being that has actually died back to life. Does good. Pop. Potent little spell, but one which calls for a great mental concentration. The spell must be cast on small pebbles, which will then explode when thrown. Explosions produce great force, as well as a loud bang. All dim mud. Niff requires nose plugs. Spell causes the air to fill with nauseating stench so vile that any creature catching a whiff will need to vomit. This includes the caster, whilst they are wearing nose plugs. This effect is more pronounced on creatures with large noses. Yo, we can become Skunk Bear. We have Sap. We don't have Gak. Some of these spells like seem really cool, but we... Okay, yeah, we got the ability... Dude, we're doing so many cool things. This is so cool. Okay, I'm really liking this game. It's just dying, unfortunately. So I don't know what to do about that. Well, the game's not dying, but the stream keeps dying. So I'm saddened. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know, I'll pick this up another day, I guess. I'm sad because I really wanted to just finish this part. Because 1 month stream anniversary and actually having fun. Sad.